Okay, so I'm doing another recording for the recording lives that I do on location stuff. So I'm going to go back over the Mindy West locations here. Let me play a little intro and I'll be right back. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so the Mindy West case, I don't know how that went. I think I lost my internet there for a couple of seconds during the introduction. So anyways, let's just go over a little bit of the Mindy West case. I've been following this case since, I don't know, early 2000s. I've done a few videos on this between her and the Maine South Woodsman and Rosalie Miller cases. I've done 3 or 4 videos on that. So feel free to go check out that stuff there. Eventually, I'm going to have to go and organize some of the videos that I have, but right now it's just not enough time. So Mindy West, that's her picture there. I've been following this case a lot because I'll show you through the videos that I took on locations that I basically grew up on the same street she grew up in. So just a little bio of her. These days, the rate of overdose unalivings are skyrocketing here since the 1990s. So just a little bit of a breakdown of her. Mindy West was always an overachiever, serving as class president of Londonderry High School. It's a high school I went to, and graduating at a top tier of her class. It seemed she was going places, but her freshman year in college was not kind to her during her time at the University of New Hampshire. So she went to college. She was a very smart kid. We weren't the greatest friends in the world, but I did know her. I think we were in the same grade school together too. I'm not sure. Mindy started affiliating with some questionable people and began making some questionable choices. Her life quickly spiraled out of control. And once diligent student dropped out of college, for the next several years, she would struggle to keep her steady work on account of her worsening addictions. And like many other women in her situation, Mindy turned to a sex worker or SW to support her habit. So she just kept going down the tubes here. When it seemed that things couldn't get any more bleak, her mother lost battle with cancer in 1996, leaving Mindy, obviously not feeling all that great after that. But even as she fell deeper and deeper into the abyss, once you get into this system here, it's really hard to pull yourself out. I know for a fact because I'm a recovering, I would say recovering alcoholic for sure. Minnie was last seen alive in July 28th, 1998 near Concord Street. And I'll go over this when we go over the location stuff. So she was last seen alive July 28th, 1998, which would be summer here on Concord Street in Manchester, which is basically the zone. But many reports say that she was last seen with her then boyfriend. Other than this minute detail, not much is known about the last day she was seen. The police are hesitant to consider some accounts because of the fact that most of Mindy's friends were basically all addicted. So it's really hard to get. That's what makes this case so difficult. Summer gave way to October's cold. The gruesome discovery was made on the outskirts of Manchester, New Hampshire. Authorities responded to a small wooded area off of residential Huse Road, and that's where we were. So it was a few months before she was found, and the scene was utterly horrific. In a small clearing of a patch of woods that abutted the otherwise safe neighborhood, the remains of a young woman were found. And I remember this. I remember when they found her. An autopsy confirmed that remains to be those of Mindy West, and her cause of unaliving was ligature, strangulation. No immediate suspects would emerge, and no further reporting on her case. But what I did do is I looked into this fairly good. I dissected this case quite a bit, and I'm not saying that this Rosalie Miller case is 100% connected to Mindy's case, but Rosalie Miller was found basically a year before that, in 1997, and her body was found, I believe, in Auburn, New Hampshire, which is, and we'll go over that in the videos. She was 36 years old, basically the same type of she was basically the same type of victim. And I'm very, very sure that this is connected. These two cases are connected, but I can't be 100% sure. But I would not doubt it. Okay, so this guy came up later, Alex Esney. He participated in renewed interest in both Mindy and Rosalie's homicides over a decade after they both occurred. So he was arrested, and we'll go over that at some other date. But right now we're going to go over, let me, because I don't think I have a few minutes here with the recording. So let's go to here. And the first location is going to be down by Elm Street, right in the zone. And this is 225. This one here. So I was right on Bridge Street, and this is basically where she was last seen, somewhere around this area here. So we'll go through this here. I hope this is the one. Okay, so I'm in here in the middle of the city here, Manchester, New Hampshire, right on Elm Street. Actually between the Elm Street and Bridge Street. And I'm going to be taking a trip to, this is where Mindy West would have been last seen, right around here. I think it was Union Street or Concord Street, somewhere around there. But it's one of these streets that go parallel to Bridge Street. So I'm going to head up to Huse Road first. That'll be the first stop, and that's where I'm going to do my next video from where she was found. So it's about, I'd say it's about 3, 4, 5 miles. So I'll back shortly. Hope everybody's well. Saturday night. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to play the next one. This is going to be at Huse Road. While I do that, I'm going to pull up a map to show people where kind of we are. So this next one is going to be right at Huse Road, we're stopped at the church. It's right on the corner. But I'll show that to you on the map here. Okay, so we're now at, there's like a little church here. It's been here forever. Forget the name of it, but I'll show you guys on the map anyways when I get back. But I'm basically at the corner of Huse Road, and I forget the name of that cross street down there, but we're going to go. So it was in here where she was found, I believe. Let me turn this other light on. There we go. Let's see that. So right in here somewhere in these woods here. Not a lot of woods around here. Of course, this was 1998 when she was found. I believe 1998 when she was found in here. So she was last seen down basically in the middle of the city. I think it was Concord Street, which where we just were, but she was found a few months later up here. I think in the fall. So she was missing in the spring, and she was found in the fall. I'll have to double check that. I should know this stuff. But anyway, so give me a second. I'll pull up a map here. I might have to do 2 parts on this. But these are the 2 locations. So She was last seen here. This is Concord Street. This is Elm Street, basically right here. In Manchester, New Hampshire, you have the river here, Merrimack River here, and basically one side is the west side and the other side is the east side. So she was last seen on this street here, which goes all the way up, but I'm pretty sure it was down. And where we first were was right in here somewhere, Bridge Street, and Concord Street, Elm Street. Basically, they all run parallel here. But then we're up here to Huse Road. There's Mammoth Road there. Let me back out of this here. So there's the school there. So basically, let me see if I can do this quick here. So basically up Mammoth Road here, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get here. But then again, here's Huse Road, there's Cohouse Road here. Huse Road is right behind the mall, which is right in here. There's the overpass 293 here, Mammoth Road, Baldwell Road. So this is where we're going to go here. So here's Huse Road here, and I'm parked at the church here, right in this area here. And this is kind of where she was kind of found here, right off Huse Road. I believe it was either here or in here somewhere. And there's a Huse Road, Morrisville Road. That's the road we're going to take up to her house. Basically, you know, this is where she was found in here. And to take Morrisville Road here, you get on to Mammoth Road, Baldwell Road, and Baldwell Road eventually turns into Old Derry Road, which is the borderline between Manchester and Londonderry, which is right in here. But we'll go through that. So that's just kind of a map there. So let me, I think we're probably over. Oops. Okay, so I'm in here in the middle of this. Okay, so let me play one more, which is up by her house, which is right, I think this one here. Okay. We are here. I'm parked basically on the corner of Old Derry Road and Lance Avenue. I'm not going to park in front of their house because that would be dark. Okay, so let's go back to the map here really quick, and I'll show you where we're at now. So basically what I did is, I think I can do it like this here. So I basically went this way here. Here's Crystal Lake. So South Mammoth Road, we're kind of in this area here still. So I went this way here. There's Camp Carpenter right there, but I basically went like this here into Londonderry. And then, you know, Rosalie Miller was found out in here in Auburn. So it's very, very close to Londonderry, close to Derry, close to Manchester, close to everywhere. Let me see here. Okay, so here's Baldwell Road. This is what we did. We Baldwell Road down here, and then it goes all the way up to Old Derry Road right here. And there's Lance Avenue. So I was parked right here, and her house is here, basically right around the corner. You go down a couple of houses, a gray house right here. But that's where I'm parked right there. Oh, what did I do? Hold on a second. Anyways, she lived maybe two houses down on the left, on Old Derry Road. Very, very good kid. I mean, she
we weren't really like friends. We were same grade, same age. I think she was the same age as I was, but we just ran with two different crowds. But I'm basically driving now to distance away from where our house was. I'm heading up the hill now. But this is Old Dairy Road, so what we're going to do next is, but that's where she lived anyways. But I lived right up here on the left here. Of course, it's all changed now. Let me pull to the side of the road here for a second. Oh, I can't do that. So basically right in here, that's our mailbox right there. That was our mailbox. We had a horseshoe driveway, so that's the one of the roads, driveways there. This is basically, we're heading right now. We're gonna go to Derry. That's Haja's house right there. Guy was awesome. And strangely enough, okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to do a recording of that and then get out of here. But that was the Mindy West locations. I'm gonna try to find the Rosalie Miller location. I know it was in Auburn, New Hampshire somewhere, but other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. And we'll see you guys Saturday night, early Sunday morning for our next live. Hope everybody's well.